Southern California, USC.
I love USC.
So they're nationally ranked at 7th in recruiting, which is a massive jump from.
What the hell happened last year?
I honestly, what happened was everyone thought that Clay Helton was going to get fired.
Gotcha.
And so no one wanted to commit to USC.
Gotcha. Because for the listeners and the viewers, they were 64th ranked last year nationally,
and moved
after
up to
being
7th.
Yes. So that, I mean, talk about a jump.
Yeah. So the year before, Clay Helton managed to pull a Pac-12 championship game out of his butt.
Yep.
And did they win that year? No, they didn't win it. They didn't win that year, but they made the Pac-12 championship game, which is something I think everyone was surprised about considering how they started that year. And then last year they were also in the Pac-12 championship game and won.
Lost. They lost to Oregon.
So he hasn't won the Pac-12 championship game, but he's there. And I think that's where USC wants to be.
They should be.
I think he needs to work on winning more non-conference games, frankly. But you know, I have long said that if USC fires Clay Helton, I think that an obvious candidate would be Luke Fickell to replace him. But that being said, if he keeps making Pac-12 championship games, I don't think they're firing him.
Yeah.
Because USC was down bad for a few years there, and
if USC is really going to be back to their mid 2000s form, this is the year it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's really kind of all set up for them. They have a preseason Heisman candidate at quarterback and Keaton Slovis, the best quarterback in the conference, one of the best quarterbacks in the entire nation. So, and their defense is really good. They're good in the offensive line, defensive line. Everything sets up. Oregon's a little bit down. Like everything sets up where if they're going to be back for good and if Clay Helton's the guy to do it, this is the year that they're going to break out.
Yeah.
Because their non-conference schedule, I mean, they do play out Notre Dame, but their non-conference schedule, it sets up where they're not going to have too many difficult trap games where they should be winning all their non-conference except for maybe at Notre Dame, which
honestly, I could see them winning at Notre Dame.
Exactly.
I mean, it's hard. I think it'll be a little hard to go to Notre Dame and win. That's a hard place to win, but I could see it happening because I think Notre Dame is going to be a little bit down this year, just unloading from last year.
Yeah. When's the last time USC did beat Notre Dame?
I'm not sure. I'll talk a little bit more about their schedule while you look that up. But they start with San Jose State, which that's actually a solid non-conference team based off the results from last year. But I think they win them. It's at home. Then they get Stanford at home. So I think they win that. They're at Washington State, so I think they win that.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get Oregon State. They win that. So you're starting 4-0. You go to Colorado, probably also winning that, 5-0. Utah, that's a tougher game, but also we talked about it earlier. We think Utah's down a little bit, so they probably win that. They're starting 6-0. They're rolling into Notre Dame. If they're 6-0 and Notre Dame's lost one, they might have momentum. They might be rolling into that game feeling like they're going to win, and they win. And then if they win that, I think they just steamroll everybody else.
Yeah. They are heavy favorites in the South. They should be winning the South division, and they should be in the conference championship game. I looked it up. They haven't beaten them since 2016, which is a little more recent than it feels like, but still.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, honestly, if they make it to Notre Dame undefeated and then beat Notre Dame,
the media will go crazy.
Yeah.
USC is back.
Yeah.
The Trojans.
I can just picture it now.
Yeah.
Everybody but Joel Klatt will be like just sucking them off.